What's up, DFS players? We're going to go through the best PrizePicks entries for July 25th. So for Monday, we have some MLB picks, some tennis picks. You're going to love these picks, so I hope you're able to tail. So let's go ahead, let's get into it. And as a recap, we did decently well on PrizePicks yesterday. We cashed the yes run first inning in Blue Jays Red Sox by a long shot. And then also Bailey Falter over 4 strikeouts cashed. So pretty good day on PrizePicks. But let's get into tomorrow. So as a recap, right, the way that PrizePicks works, I absolutely love it because it's fascinating. And it also means there's a lot of opportunity. PrizePicks is a fixed parlay platform. What that means is you can't just bet on one pick, right? We can't only bet on Nick over 6 strikeouts in the Reds game. You have to place parlays. But what's crazy about PrizePicks is every parlay, you're getting the same odds, 20 to win 60, which means 20 to win 40 in profit plus your $200 or plus your $20 stake back. So 20 to win 60 is 20 to win 40 in profit, which is just plus 200 odds, right? So we've gone through this math a bunch of times, but essentially what this means is if you work through the math as we've done in other videos, which will be linked in the end screen, you have to be winning your player props 57.74% of the time to break even on PrizePicks, and the implied price they're giving you is minus 137. And the way you can think about this is if you have a parlay on a sportsbook where you're getting minus 137 on both bets, your 2-leg parlay will come out to roughly plus 200 odds, right? As you can see right here. So PrizePicks is essentially, because they're giving you plus 200 odds on any parlay, they're giving you minus 137 implied odds on any bet you select. So we know now we're getting minus 137 implied odds on PrizePicks. So the question is, how do we find good bets, right? And the way you do that is you use the OddsJam software, right? You look for value where there's value at minus 137 odds. So for example, the first bet we can see in the MLB is in the Red Sox Guardians game at 4:10 p.m. Pacific time. And it's Zach Plesac over 3.5 strikeouts, right? So this is minus 137 implied odds on PrizePicks, and all of the sports books have this over extremely juiced, right? DraftKings has this minus 170, FanDuel has this minus 186, Caesars minus 178. So all of the sports books have the over heavily juiced, right? When sportsbooks are all setting the over at like minus 175, minus 180, that means obviously they think the over is a lot more likely to hit, right? And because PrizePicks doesn't vary your payout depending on if you select the over or the under, this means that you want to hammer Zach Plesac over 3.5 strikeouts in the Guardians Red Sox game. So I hit it. Right? This is absolutely a fantastic bet to include. Pinnacle's market is minus 174, plus 128. So the sharpest sportsbook in the world is pricing the over all the way at minus 174. So if we put that into a zero vig odds calculator, we can remove the juice from their market, remove the vig. What this calculator will do is remove the juice, remove the vig from a sportsbook's market and tell you the true win probability for your bet. So we can see for Plesac over 3.5 strikeouts, it's 59.15%. That's higher than the break-even win rate on PrizePicks. So this is a great bet to include in your PrizePicks entry, right? Just look at the value. It's clear, right? Every sportsbook is pricing this at minus 170 or it's more juiced, and we're getting minus 137 implied odds on PrizePicks on both the over and the under. So you definitely want to hammer the over in your PrizePicks entries for today. So that's the first prop I have. Now the next prop I have is a tennis player prop. So let's go back to the Plus EV page. And hopefully, it's still available. So we'll go back to the Plus EV page and let me just search for minus 137. And it's a tennis play, right? It's a women's tennis WTA play. So this is early in the morning. So hopefully, you watch this early in the morning. And we're going with over 19 games. This is a sole value play. Pinnacle pricing this all the way at minus 165 on the sharpest sportsbook in the world, and we're getting minus 137 implied odds on PrizePicks. So incredible value once again. We're getting on PrizePicks for the over. So I ended up locking this 2-pick entry in for 1 unit, $100 to win 300, 200 a profit. So hopefully you're able to tail it. MLB play, tennis play, over 19 games. In Teresa Martinkova versus Chloe Packett, and then Zach Plesac over 3.5 strikeouts. So hopefully you're able to lock it in. Let's make some money, and let's make some money.